Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning in to a little about LV, hopefully again. Today I'm so excited because I just got in some new products. Believe it or not, I've never tried Colourpop eyeshadow palettes before. I've used a ton of their little Super Shock shadows that are like $5. I use those all the time, but I've never tried any of their palettes before, and I'm so excited because look at all these! I ordered all these in the mail a few days ago. We have a lot of different variations here. A little bit of something for everybody, hopefully. So what I'm going to do in today's video is swatch these for you, show them to you. I'm going to talk about the quality of them because, like I said, I don't even know. And then I'm going to do a little makeup tutorial for you using hopefully at least 3 of the palettes. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to jump into showing you the palettes and swatching them for you. Alright guys, so I'm going to jump into these palettes because I'm really excited. Like I said, I got a little bit of something for everybody, hopefully. I'm going to jump in with more of our neutral palettes first because I feel like those would be probably the most popular. And I'm going to tell you the prices, everything. So the first one I got was the Sweet Talk palette here. It's got a really pretty outside. I like the packaging. This is a 12 pan palette and it was $18. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up for you. See, and it is beautiful. I absolutely love this one. When I opened it up, I mean, honestly, I did open it before the video, but now you get to see it. Yeah, so it has it has mattes, it has shimmers, it has like a really crazy glitter right here, which I'm pretty excited about. This one's definitely more neutral. I mean, it has like mostly like peach, tan tones. This is like an everyday, like this is something I would do every day. I mean, you can glam it up. But my first impression of them was a little smaller than I thought they were going to be, honestly. I mean, and that doesn't say anything about the quality, but I mean, it was a little smaller. I mean, I have like very tiny hands, and it's like a little bit larger than the size of my hand. So if that tells you anything, but yeah. So I'm going to swatch a couple of these for you and just see how the quality is, see if we like it. All right, guys. So here's some swatches of the Sweet Talk palette. Might be a little bit hard to see. These are the glitters here. They actually were really creamy. I mean, they're obviously a little bit like chalky. You can see there's actual like glitter pieces in there in the light. But I mean, I actually really liked them. They almost feel wet. So do these, the like shimmery, shiny shades. They almost feel wet. Like you might not even have to wet them or anything to put them on your eye and get like a really pigmented glow. I just swatched a couple of the mattes as well here, just to let you see what they looked like. They could be a little chalky, but honestly, like I've had worse. It's not bad for $18. Alright, so I am pretty impressed with the Sweet Talk palette. I really liked the glitters. We're going to see how that works out. Maybe today, maybe in a later video. I don't know. Now I'm going to get into the 9-pan eyeshadow palettes that I bought. I bought 3 of these. I'm going to go in with the more neutral one first. This is the Brown Sugar palette. It's actually the Karuchi, I think I'm saying that right, collaboration with Colourpop. If you don't watch her videos, go now. I'm going to open this up for you. This one is going to be, like I said, more for like a neutral. Like I'm definitely going to be doing a tutorial with this soon. I love this. As you can see, it's just a lot of browns, golds, tans, very neutral. I really like this one for like an everyday look. Like I said, I feel like these are really creamy. I think a lot of people will really like this one for sure. So let me swatch a couple of these for you. A few swatches for you there. In case I didn't say, all of these retail for $12. They're pretty small as well, but I'm really liking the formula on these. These are also very creamy and buttery. There's a lot of like glittery neutrals here. I did a couple of the mattes for you as well. The shade almost reminds me of one that I've seen in a Kylie palette before, which are definitely a lot more expensive than $12, so we'll just say that. Okay, so I'm definitely loving the Brown Sugar palette as well. And now onto my 2 favorite palettes that I got. I'm so excited about these. I'm going to jump in with the blue one first. Like I said, these are going to be a little bit more out there for a lot of people, but I mean, I think that we're going to like them. This is the Blue Moon palette. They actually just came out with. I think this one's pretty new. This is going to be like all blue tones, so it's not a very like palette that you could just take with you and like do a whole eye look with it. Like I'm gonna need some, you know, transition shades and stuff like that. We'll get into that. But this is beautiful. Look at that. I mean, I am living for these blues. They are fantastic. They're so bright. And there's actually like a lot of times when you get a palette that's just like one color, basically, they all look like the same colors. Like you can definitely tell that like every one of these are a little bit different. Like even this one on the bottom here and this one up here kind of look the same, but this one is glittery. I don't know if you can tell that. The other one is a matte shade, so you're still getting like two very different colors there. I can't wait to swatch these for you. Like honestly, I'm so shook. So I'm swatching these for you right now off camera, and I just had to show you how pigmented this palette is. Like, look at my two fingers. This is insane. Like, that is so shiny. That's like one little dip in there. Okay, are you kidding? Like, these are fantastic. Those are so bold and so pigmented. I mean, I barely even had to swatch them, honestly. I can't wait to put these on today. Definitely going to do a look with this blue palette. Here's some mattes here and there for you, and then these are the shimmers. This is the really light shimmer there. Still like a blue purple tone. I mean, that's insane. Like, I absolutely love this palette already. Can't wait to use it. Okay, so last but certainly not least, I wish I had a drum roll because it's my favorite color. This is the e.l.f. palette. These were actually sold out for a while, and I waited it out until I got it. I'm so excited. Let me open it up for you. This is fantastic. Like, honestly, you can't even tell on this camera how crazy pink, like bright, crazy pink these colors are. It's insane. That middle color is everything. I'm definitely going to try to incorporate this one today, too. We're going to see how it works out. But definitely going to try to incorporate this palette today, too, because I love it. I can't wait to show you some swatches of it. Maybe the colors will come out as bright as they are when I have them swatched for you. This is so bright, so crazy pigmented. Definitely going to try to incorporate this one today in our little tutorial. This glitter, it was so creamy. I'm not even going to have to probably use any kind of like water or Fix Plus, anything to put it on. These were the mattes, and like the matte with like a little bit of shimmer in it. I mean, just flowed on perfectly when I swatched them. Like, I cannot tell you, like, this palette is such good quality for the price, honestly. This is my favorite one. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did my full face of makeup off camera. As you can see, that foundation is everything. I'm going to have it in another video for you to see. You will be shocked at the price, trust me. But for today, I'm going to jump into the eye tutorial with all the Colourpop palettes. I'm going to try to use at least 3. I'm going to use the pink, the blue, and the Sweet Talk palette, hopefully. So let's jump in. I think I'm going to do like a cotton candy vibe, like something pretty out there, because we're going to be doing a lot of neutral tutorials from here on out for just a little while. So first things first, I'm going to put on my eyeshadow primer. I have to do that because I have oily eyelids, in case you haven't watched any of the other videos that I've done. I want to start out with the Mary Kay eye primer. Love this stuff. It keeps my eyes completely matte all day. It helps my eyeshadow stay on. I put just a little bit of it on like that. Also, again, if you see me looking at all the different cameras around me, all the different monitors, like still trying to get used to this camera, so just bear with me. I like to personally set my eyeshadow primer, so I'm going to go in with something that's pretty close to my skin tone, which is Snow. It's this color right up here in the Sweet Talk palette, so I'm going to go in with a big fluffy Morphe brush, the M504. That's what I like to use when I'm going just all over the eye. And that's just going to set that primer. And get us a good surface to start with our transition shade. So the transition shade that I think I'm going to go in with is a little bit pinky, also a little bit tan. It's this shade right here, also in the Sweet Talk palette, this tan shade here. And that's what I'm just going to use to pop right here and then pull it around. You want to go a little bit up on the eye with this. This is what's going to transition your eye because you don't want any like crazy defined lines up here. You want it to be more just transitionary from the eyebrow to whatever eye look you're about to start. You can see that. Now I usually like to do like a tan or a pinky tone. It just depends on what look I'm going for. Let me do it with this one. I'm using a Morphe brush. This is the, actually I don't know what this is. I got this in one of the, this is like a tapered synthetic brush, I think. I got this in one of their like sets, and for some reason it didn't actually have the style number on it. So we love that for us. Alright, so as you can see, I've built up like a little peachy pink tone color here. I just like kind of keep blending it out. Like I said, just making sure you don't have any defined lines. I usually like press it here and then bring it around really softly. And now I'm going to kind of start building up the outer part of the color that I want to do. I want to start with the pink. Like I said, I think I'm going to do like pinks and blues today. I'm going to do like a cotton candy type vibe. So I'm going to go in with a small little Luxie brush. This is the 131 mini angled brush. Already has some pink on there because I was playing with this palette, obviously. This is the pink, the Ooh La La palette that I absolutely in love with. I think I'm going to go in with the sandbar color right here. It's like the really, really pinky color, and we're going to see how it works. It's probably really pigmented, and I'm about to get like scared, honestly, but we're going to see how it works out. Take this off the mirror. You can use it, and I'm just going to pop it right here first. Woo! Yes, I love it. And just kind of blend that out and blend it over right on top of the crease all the way around. And I'm actually going to take just a little bit more of that color and kind of put it right here on the inner corner. And you're going to see where we're going with this look. You always look kind of crazy when you do these fun colors at first, but it'll come together. Alright, so as you can see, we've got it pretty concentrated with that pink here, pretty concentrated on the inside, and then we brought just a little bit around that crease. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Alright, so now that I've filled both eyes in with that super, super hot pink, I'm just going to make sure it's kind of tapered out to the side on both sides. There we go. And then I'm going to take that light tan color again and just kind of fade this in. And put this pinky light tan color just like we had before. And just make sure it's really blended out over in here. You don't want any like crazy defined lines, like I said. Just going to go in with that. This is the brush that we used for the pink, the really light pink tone. Not the bright hot pink, of course. That would have us all crazy. Alright, and now that I've got that pink, like really hot and vibrant like I like it, I think I'm going to take just a little bit of the like sparkly pink tone in the middle. This is the one that we had used. This is the one that we're going to use now. Just to make it a little sparkly, I'm going to use the same Luxie angled brush and go in with that color just because I want a little shine. And I kind of want to see what it looks like. This color is very, very pigmented. Both colors are, which is what you want. Especially with a palette that was this cheap, like such a good price for getting this much pigmentation off without much work, honestly. Alright, so we're going to put that palette away. I'm going to start in with some blues. A lot of times what I like to do is start out with a little bit of concealer to just lay down a good foundation for the blue since we're going to do like a pretty big color change. That's what I normally try to do. On each eye, we're just going to pop some concealer right here over this. We're going to end up blending out the blue over this pink and do like a really, really fun eye look. Not all the way, as you can see, just where we're planning on putting that. Okay, there we go with that. And now I'm going to dive into the Blue Moon palette. Also really excited about this one. Like I said, I just swatched these. I haven't used any on my eyes before, so I'm not really sure like how they translate exactly. But we're going to go in with it and we're going to see. So I'm going to start with, let's see, we're going to start with the Starry Eyed color, which is this bright blue right here. We're just going to put it all over. And I'm going in with another Wish brush. Like y'all know, I love Wish. This is one of the ones that have like the eyeliner brush on this side, and then this is like a flat. That's pretty much what's most important about this. This is like a flat brush here. When you want to like pack something onto the eye, you want to do that. You want a flat brush. And you're just going to pack it everywhere that concealer was. This is a matte shade. You could also do a shimmer. I'm actually going to put a shimmer over the top of this. And just cover up all of that concealer. There is a little bit of fallout with this palette. I don't know if you can see it. There is a little bit of fallout. Not anything crazy. Like, honestly, if you want a really good pigmented palette, like, you're going to have some fallout. And, I mean, this is, yes, only $12. I think I actually got it for $9 when it was on sale. But, I mean, I have, like, $50 palettes. I have, like, Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes that have a lot of fallout, too. So, I don't think it says anything about the quality. Just personally, I don't think it does. Alright, so now that we've created that bright blue base, I really want to go over it with like a shimmery blue and then like fade it out so it's not like a complete arc on your eye. You're going to just fade the blue out to cover more of the eyelid. And I'm going to use this really, really bright Tide Pool color here. It looks a lot like some of the other shades in the palette, but this one has like a shimmery to it, so that's why I like this one. We're going to go in with a little Wet n Wild, like this is a very small tapered end brush, just a little more controlled than the other one, and we're going to pack that on, same as we did the other. This is making it even more bright, and the shiny is so beautiful. And I'm just going to kind of work that into the pink now, where I wasn't really doing that before. So that it blends out more. Let's go in with the other eye now. So we're packing that on. And this is heavily pigmented. This is so easily blendable. So if you are someone who likes really bold makeup looks like this, I mean, I only do this every so often. I mean, I'll wear it to work and everything, but I only do it every now and then. I normally go with like a more neutral eye, but if you are someone who really likes looks like this, these palettes are great for the price because I've gotten this like super extreme look right now, and it's not taking me any effort basically. I haven't used any Fix Plus, I haven't used any water, like haven't had to use anything to help it blend. It's just kind of blending itself, honestly, which is fantastic. Alright, so now that I've gotten that blue blended out into it, I'm going to basically do the same thing on blending, but I'm going to go back in with the pink so that everything is just kind of blended together really well. I'm going to use the shimmery shade that we used out of this one, the really light, the dark pink shimmery shade, and just go in and blend that back into the blue. So of course around the edges it's going to look a little purpley. So it's like fading pink to purple to the bright blue. Alright, so that's pretty much the eye look there. Of course, we're going to clean it up. It's going to look different when we put on eyeliner. I am going to take that transition shade again. I go over this so many times, like in the Sweet Talk palette. I go over this so many times, like when I'm doing this by myself. I just like to make sure that I've blended everything out really nicely and there's a lot of transition there, so there's no like too boldness around the eye, as you can see. So just to pull everything in, because I personally like to do this, I'm also going to take a little of that darker pink that we used out of the e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to the shimmer and the regular matte shade. I'm going to blend these two shades together here with this same angled Luxie brush that we were using. And I'm just going to go down around the bottom of the eye just to bring that in. Just a little bit there. As you can see, it just kind of like creates a transition there under the eye as well. You could put blue there as well if you wanted to, but we're going with the pink today. So, of course, the trick to a good eye look is making the ugliest faces that you possibly can. Alright. Alright, so that's the eye look. It's blended out. I'm liking how it turned out. Very bold, very fun. Cotton candy type look. I like it. So now I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. I know a lot of people ask me how I do my eyeliner, so I'm going to attempt to do that on camera for the first time, a winged eyeliner. So we're going to see how it works out. Let's see how we do. So how I like to start, I'm always using the e.l.f. Liquid eyeliner. Just like this. It has like the little tip point. It's like the blackest black, I think is what it is, jet black. Alright, so starting with the eyeliner. I literally line just the top of my eye all the way across. Nothing too bold. I try to keep it pretty close to the lash line. Just like that. Now it's all the way. A lot of times I'll just go out just like this. Like I won't do any winged out anything. I just always do at least that over the top because as you can see, like it defines the eye so much better. But we are going to do the winged eyeliner today, so here we go. So what I do is I start right here at the corner. I come out at an angle. I can go as long as I want to, wherever, how bold you want to get that day. The eye's already pretty bold, so let's calm down. And then I just take the tip and pull it right back. And then I fill in the little triangle that's left there. And that's it. That's the winged eyeliner that I do all the time that everybody asks me about. It doesn't take me very long now just because, I mean, I do it almost every day. But yeah, so it's that simple. I'm going to do the other eye now for you. Hopefully they match. I mean, they're not always going to be like twins. Sometimes they're just sisters. Sometimes they're just cousins. But, you know, as long as you look at everybody like this, you're fine. Alright, so that's it. That's the liner that I do every day, my signature look. I love it. A little Marilyn Monroe. It gets a little Amy Winehouse at times, but you're going to have those days. Alright, so now I'm going to pop on some, well, first I'm going to curl my lashes. I like to do that. I don't always have to do this. Like I said in my last video, like if I'm a little bit in a hurry, like I won't do this, but I just like to do it when I'm getting like a glam look or when I'm putting on fake eyelashes. I'll do it a lot of times when I do that. Today, again, I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. And again, for anyone who's skeptical about buying $24 mascara, shouldn't be ever again. So now that we've used the shadow, I've got the eyeliner and the mascara on. We're just going to finish up this eye look, put on a lippy, and we'll be finished with the tutorial. I'm going to go back in with a shimmery shade in the Ooh La La palette. It's going to be this one right up here. I think it's called Tickled. I'm going to go in with a little tiny wish brush. This is what I like to do the corners of my eye with. I'm going to go in with that shade and just do the inner corner to brighten that up. Bring some attention to that, as you can see. That on the inner corners, and then I'll also put it right under the brow bone. You can see that, just to bring some definition. Alright, and that's all we're doing for the eye. So I'm going to put on a lippy. Today I'm using Kylie Lip Kit, of course, no one's shocked. This is the color Charm. I'm going to go in with her lip liner first. I definitely need to sharpen this one, so excuse me, but so this is, of course, a nude shade because we got so bold with the eyes that I try to do like a nude lip. This is more on like the pinky nude side. Alright, and so that's the final look. I'm going to hit it with some Urban Decay All Nighter. I know this is my fave. And that's it. That's the full look. I absolutely love these Colourpop palettes. I hope y'all enjoyed me swatching them for you. I highly recommend. I am going to do some videos, like I said, with like not so bold of a makeup look for anybody that just wants to do like browns or peaches or neutrals. But for today, I wanted to test out all the palettes, show you like something crazy that you can do. I mean, this is something that I would wear on like a regular day, but if that's not your thing, I totally get it. But I hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks so much for watching A Little About LV.